Hey guys, this is Poet Spice Jamie Lola, and I am here to do the lovely July 2021 completed pages. I have colored in over, 14 books, and I've started stuff that hasn't been finished and all that kind of stuff. So in this video, I'm just going to go flip through the works that I've done and the books that I've done, show my buddy colors, and then at the end, I'm going to connect with this video and do the books that I want to color in for August, and then just make this one video instead of whatever. So here we go. We will start with the 50 miniatures. I love these. Now I'm not into the mandala, so I don't have those, but I do love these seasons ones. So we have Camilla Angelikova's 50 winter miniatures, and I did this one. And I did this one as a color demo with some alcohol markers and then a Posca pen, and then I finished it up off camera. So I used my Aspire markers, Spectrum Noirs, and Posca pens. Yes, that's that one. And I also did this one. So this little treat cupcake was so cute with the little gingies, gingerbread, and look at the little cookies. I used my Spectrum Noir and Aspire alcohol markers as well as Posca for this one. So, and this one also would fit Olga Rani's treats, sweets, as well as, of course, Christmas and July. So those are those two. I also did a summer miniature. I did this one after I got my Flowwoods, and I was just like, amazing. So I did this cute one. How cute is that? I used some Aspire markers on the eyes, and then the rest of this is Flowwood pencils. Now, I picked those up because Renee had a coupon code, and I wasn't going to get them. I've said this before. I wasn't going to get them because I was like, I don't need any more color pencils. These are the ones I use most now, even more so than my Brook Fronter squares. I love these pencils. They work on all kinds of papers and so forth. So I might do a color along if I could do a shorter one. And then I also did this one, which is actually the first one. So this little lighthouse with the shells and everything. Look how gorgeous that is. I love it. And so that's all the Flowwood pencils. Yay! I had some other things tagged, but I did not get around to coloring those. But there's my 50 miniatures. Love it. Okay, as you may or may not know, for June and July, I had my steampunk hashtag. So I have this the colorful world of steampunk by Color It. And I will show you the one I started, and then I'll show you the one I finished, because I still want to finish this one. I just haven't gotten around to it. So, I gotta flip this around. It's a big book. So here's the one I started, and I'm using my Ahuhu markers on this one. And I stopped because of the metal, because I couldn't decide how I wanted to do the metal. So, there's that one that I started, and the one I finished also goes for Sammy's coloring challenge, where it says have somebody pick, oh, I can't find it, where'd it go? Have somebody pick a page for you. And so I gave this one to Mr. Man for him to pick a page, and he picked this one. And so I have posted this one on my my Instagram, and I used Ahuhu markers, and I also used what did I use here? I think these are Spectrum Noirs, and then these are Spectrum Noir metallic pens. Not pens, pencils, sorry. So I got those two in here finished. Desmont. All right, let's go here. So this is Minuet, and I colored, this one was for Olga Rani's challenge for sweets. So I colored this giant picture. I love it. And I'm hoping you can see these well. I used Flowwood pencils. So I have to tell you, I am loving these Flowwoods. So you've seen it on this Japanese paper that they make their books out of. I love it. And just fabulous. Just fabulous. All right, so this is a buddy color with my girl JoJo. So the Romantic Country third tale, and she picked this page. So this would be Christmas in July as well. I used my Flowwoods. I used some Distress ink. I used some Posca. So you can see all the little ones. So the background is Distress ink. So is most of the leaf. And then I went over the Distress ink. Well, the quill. I said leaf. The quill. Then I went over it with some color pencils to give it some lines. And then we've got a little bit of marker, some Posca, and then the Flowwoods are all throughout. And I forgot I used some glitter gel pens, so like the stars and the bells. Our glitter gel pen. So this would also go for Color Your Hoard July, because it's the first picture I've ever done in that book. Same thing with, a lot of these will fix. Now, JoJo, my girl JoJo, she was doing Johanna Lynn Celebrations 2021. So, I love Christmas, and I wanted to color in this one. So I started several things, but I finished this one. So I used Brute Funner squares, gel pens, some alcohol markers. So I used a bunch of stuff on here to finish this one, and I love it. And it's just so fun. It was a fun page. So I finished that one, and then I have some more to go. So that would be JoJo's, as well as Christmas in July. There. Then my other butter color. We have so many butter colors, as she said. She's going to have me saying that all the time now. I was writing it down in my book, and I wrote butter colors instead of buddy colors. Oh, she's such a bad influence. So we did 2 out of this one, which is what I say. This one is Mythomorphia. So some Kirby. I think this was only like the second Kirby picture I ever finished. So we did this one. I don't even know what I guess in the back. Does it say what it is in the back? Yeah. It says, I don't know what it is. I just call him Creepy Ugly Guy. Creepy Ugly Tree Guy. And I was so disappointed at first because I was trying to do like, you know how like you do a sunset that fades into the purple background? Well, I used my distressing, and I did not like how it was coming out. I wanted it to be like bright. So I was upset with myself for a while. And I'm like, okay, well, I don't like this, so I'm just going to add the purple anyway. And then I was like, well, you know, I can make it a night, you know, a darker night scene. So that's when I went back with my Derwent ink tints, which was a present from my girl JoJo, to go back and do some on the trees and this down here. So I still don't really like him that much, although I do like the shading of his arm and his legs. So, but it is what it is. And so there you go. And then the double page spread, y'all. The double page spread. Yes. Yes, y'all. So these 2 pages have gone through. Okay. So I started coloring with my Flowwoods for the mermaids. No, I didn't. I started with the Flowwoods for these little pieces here. And I liked it. And then I did the mermaids. And I liked the mermaids with this. But I'm like, this is not the color I wanted. Because I wanted a deeper blue versus a greeny one. So I ended up going back and forth between different areas. And then I started using my ink tints from my girl JoJo. And then I went back over top of this. And then I thought I messed it up when I put this brown in here, like this browny red color of ink tints. And I'm like, ooh, I actually like that. So then I went back through and put some other colors over top of some of this to bring the color into the right hue or tint or whatever. So then I've got ink tints, and I've got Posca pens, and I've got flow woods, and I've got all that kind of stuff mixed up in here. I got some glitter gel pen. And then somebody asked me before how I deal with these little hidden object things. So here's a perfect example. Excuse me. Right here is like this ugly little, I don't know if you can see it. It's this ugly little eel, whatever it is. And then there's another one right there. So you can see those two. I didn't like them at all, and I wanted them to go away. So what I did is I carried this brown all the way through, and then I had this painted, and I was trying to decide what I wanted to do here. So I wanted to make it brown as well. So all I did was color over this in the color I wanted it to be, and then shaded it the way I would over here. And I did the same thing with the blue. So I just painted over the whole thing, and then I shaded it as if it weren't even there. So I didn't shade this, I shaded the area. So unless you look carefully, you can't even, you don't really notice that it's there. Same thing down here. Which is pretty much what I wanted to do. So, yes, my first double page spread in Kirby. This is only like the third picture I've done for Kirby. I still haven't shown the other one. Okay, well, let me go a little faster because I don't know how long you guys want to be sitting here. So my other books. The tiny little horror coloring book is so cute. I forget whose channel I saw it on, and I don't remember whoever made these. I wish they would make another one because this is so fun. So I did 2 in here, and they are quick, and I love the size. So look at this. You know, this is so much smaller. So I did this guy last weekend because Olga has her weekly challenge, and the weekly challenge was Old Guy. So I was like, I know exactly. I'm sitting here watching her video, right? So she's going through her video showing her books, and I'm like, I know exactly. So it popped in my head. I grabbed it, stopped her video, grabbed it off the shelf, and then while she was going through the rest of her choices on her books, I'm sitting up here coloring. I was like, I know exactly which one I want to do. So I finished this like within 2 hours of her putting her challenge up. So I used distress ink for the background. I used alcohol markers, Aspire alcohol markers for this and some of this, and I think I used Spectrum, yeah, I used Spectrum Noir Tri-Blend for the hat and the pants, and maybe the coat. So how cute is that? And then earlier, she had one for bats. Olga did. Hers was, she had one for bats. And I colored this one. Look at her, one tiny little bat. But it's so cute. Her little messed up, stitched up voodoo doll thing. So I used my Flow Woods, some alcohol markers, and I used some of these. So these are Spectrum Noir Metallics. I don't know if you can see that. Nope. But anyway, they're Spectrum Noir Metallic, and I have both sets of those. So I just used the silver on here. So those are that book. Then I did one more in The Beauty of Horror for Christmas in July. I did these one. Isn't he creepy? Woohoo! Yes, he's creepy. So I did this one, and I don't know, sometimes I'm just in that mood. So these were Aspire and Spectrum Noir alcohol markers. Yes. So if anybody would like to do a buddy color in Beauty of Horror Christmas or Beauty of Horror 4, I have that one too. Or the Halloween one. Okay, so then my girl JoJo, she surprised me with this book. And so we have butter color set up in here. But the first picture I actually did was this one. Look at that. How beautiful. Are you supposed to say your own stuff is beautiful? Yes, you are. Have pride in your work, dagnabbit. So I love this one. And it's Flowwood pencils again. So like I said, these pencils are fabulous. I am so glad I bought them that I even went and bought a backup set. So I used Flowwoods. I used some glitter gel pens to add accents in there. And then the background is Tim Holtz Distress ink. I'm hoping this is showing up well. So then we have a couple buddy colors. So this one I've started. And we've got another one in here, but I haven't started that one yet. So there we go with Dot. Then we have this one. So what I think it's like Into the Forest Country or something like that. The English version is coming out in August, but I went and bought mine from Book Depository, so like months ago. I didn't want to wait because I'm impatient like that. So my other buddy color with JoJo is over here. Oh, I love this little mushroom mouse. He's so cute. So this is, I'm trying to think. This is all Derwent's. Yep, I think it's all Derwent's ink tints and some glitter gel pen. And I didn't like this at first because I'm like, I didn't get the colors the way I wanted. But I actually liked it after it dried because I think it kind of looks like rain. You know how when it rains in the background, like you see it and you don't see really like drops, but it has kind of like that sheet look. So I love that one. I love this book. It's so cute. And I like this size. I don't know why. There's something about this size. So the next book, or my last one that I have to show you for what I got finished. So you can see a regular Hannah Carlson book. And then here's this size. I like this size a lot. This one. I don't know. I don't know, ladies and gents. So her Midnight Masquerade and then this one. Love it. It would be nice if it had more pages in it, but I do like the size. Then Spirit Animals. This is one I almost didn't buy, and then I bought it, and now I can't stop coloring in it. So I keep pulling it out. I did a buddy color with Colorfully Optimistic. And then she changed it into like a open buddy color for everybody. So Colorfully Optimistic in B. We chose this one. And I used, these weren't Flowwoods at first, but I used ink tints and I can't remember what other color pencils. And then I used Posca and then some gel pen and maybe this blue down here. Maybe that was Flowwoods. Can't remember. It doesn't, I don't remember. I did too much. I did too much. So even though I'm showing all of these that I finished, I have probably just as many as I did. Well, maybe not as many because I was trying at the end of the month to get them finished. So then I had my buddy color with Deb Elbeck. I think that's how you say her last name. So we did this for my steampunk. And I used Brute Fronter squares. I used some metallic gel pen, which means they were tan mints. Most of this is Brute Fronter squares. And then the face is actually alcohol markers because I was not going to, you have this image here and they're technically two different images, but there's no way I was going to color this basically the same thing twice. So I was like, we can sacrifice that. Plus I'm not really into either one of these pictures. So I was like, yeah, I'm just going to do her face in alcohol markers. I liked it better that way. So there's that one. And that's the last thing I have finished, or that I can think of that I have finished. Okay, so we're going to quickly go to the next one because I don't know if you want to be here for another 80 years. These are the books that I am going to try to color in again for the month. So Did I do this one? Yeah, I showed you this one. So, JoJo and I have 2, I think, in here. I want to color something in this Vintage Classics because I didn't do it this month. I did a review of this 100 Animals for Special Art, and somebody asked me how I go about doing all the little details, so I want to do one video on that. JoJo and I have an Inky and the Ivy Butterfly. Buddy color. We have a Mouse Guard buddy color. I love this book. If I could get a second copy somewhere. My sister bought me this for my birthday. I want to do something out of this bell, the pretty bat. So if anybody has this and they want to do a buddy color, I think we have a buddy color in this. Yes, we do. It's the mushroom, the Russian mushrooms. So I have a buddy color in this. We have a one or two in this apple, and 1 or 2 in this one. We both got reptiloids because this book is hilarious. We haven't set a buddy color for this one yet, but it's on the works. We just don't know which ones we're doing. So let me pull these off. And then we have one in here, which I have a flip through coming up with this book. I want to do something in here. We don't have a buddy color in that. We do have one in here, and I also have another one with Deb in here, and we have another one that's a PDF that I have to download. I already bought it, but I have to download it. Have one. I don't have a buddy color in here, but I want to try at least work on a picture in here. And then Romantic Country number 2. I have a buddy color going on with Ellie, and another one with JoJo. I was trying to see if this is the one. Yeah. So there's one in here with Ellie and one with JoJo. So then, did I do this one? Yeah, I did that one. Okay. So thanks for watching. And those are my completed pages for July and my lineup for August into September, I think. And yeah, I will see you guys later. So thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, share. And if you have a channel or whatever, and you have your completed videos, just, you know, leave me a message, and then, or a little something down below, and then we can go check it out. All right, see you guys later. Thanks for watching. Bye. Happy August.